Stuttering John went to the producers the other night. Sunday night, 7th game of the World Series. John brings a small television set into the producers. On the phone now is the usher that popped him.
Oh, really?
Jackie.
Yeah.
So when a guy is sitting in the audience...
You mean, no, let's be specific. Frankly, I thought you guys had more juice. He was in the balcony.
Okay. But no, we had nothing to do with him getting the seats.
Okay, I just thought he was top for the 480 seats myself.
In fact, I have no juice because I can't get seats to that show.
But now, do you notice her attitude already? This is how she is. She's like an angry woman.
She sounds like a pain.
No, I'm not an angry woman.
Please.
How old are you?
35.
Married?
Yes.
That's why she's angry.
Well, yeah, but that has nothing to do with the job.
What do they pay someone to be an usher?
Oh, we make big bucks, of course, as you can imagine. It's $37 a shift.
Really?
You're kidding.
So that's why she's angry.
Yeah. I wouldn't even care at $37 a shift. I'd let you watch a friggin' movie in there.
No.
What can you buy?
Howard, there's pride in the job well done, regardless of the pay.
Yeah, but that's highly skilled labor. I mean, standing there and telling people where to sit.
I'm a trained professional.
Well, it's $37 a shift.
Yes.
Do you ever say to those guys at the producers, hey, how about giving me $100 because you guys are making a fortune?
Yeah, one seat is $100.
Yeah. One seat's $400.
What are you going to do?
So what happened? You saw John sitting there with a TV set.
Right.
Does someone come to you, one of the other viewers?
No. I saw him myself. You know, you're not supposed to have cell phones on. You're not supposed to,
Right.
all that stuff.
And why specifically is the reason someone can't watch TV during a play if he has the sound off? I mean, is it because it distracts people or is it because it could interfere with the RF?
Both.
I see.
Yeah, both.
And so you walk up to him at the beginning of the show and you say, please, sir, turn off the TV set.
Right. I said, if you want to watch it, you can just watch it in the lobby, just not in the house.
Do you realize it's Stuttering John or do you just think it's some douche?
I frankly don't care who it is.
Right, but did you know it was Stuttering John?
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right. I'm just curious
Just
what
curious, yeah.
And then at that point, John just ignores you.
Yes.
Because he's basically sexist and doesn't take orders from a woman.
Right.
Especially his wife. And here, tie my shoe.
Did you accidentally hit...
Tie my shoe, you dumb bitch.
He's Osama bin Stutterer.
Did you accidentally hit John's elbows when you were telling him?
So how many times did you tell him before you begin to get frustrated?
I thought that once was sufficient, because usually once is sufficient for most people.
Hey, Howard, can I say something? She told me an intermission, because everybody around me wanted to, watch with me.
You mean the first half of the show, nobody interrupted you?
No, it was fine. It didn't affect any mics. She's making up these stories that's
as we usually do. We make up stories on a whim when we come to work, just to mess with
Like, up in the balcony is going to affect the microphones all the way down. I was so far up, my head was hitting the ceiling.
How did it come to her attention that you had a TV?
Because during intermission, all the guys in my section wanted to watch.
How is it exactly that the TV interferes with the radio frequency for the microphones? I don't understand that myself, because they always lie to you on a plane. At the World Trade Center disaster, the terrorists said to all the people, use your cell phones, call home, and say goodbye to your loved ones and tell them you're about to fly into the World Trade Center.
I guess at that point it didn't really matter, though, did it?
But it would have been great if it screwed up the plane and messed it. It didn't. Everybody,
it didn't work.
Yes, they're always telling us not to use our cell phones. It didn't mess anything up.
I bet $37 it doesn't affect the...
$37.
That's how much he makes in the house for a shift.
Yeah. Because, Howard, let me tell you something. 3 AAA batteries is not going to affect $1 million show.
All right, but let's assume...
but you know what? 100 people doing that same thing will.
Okay, so let's
then why didn't you stop the other people?
By the way, John, I'm on her side.
I know you are.
It is the height of arrogance for someone to show up to a Broadway show and sit there with the TV on.
Howard, can I say something?
Yeah.
A guy 2 seats from me had his TV on. Guys had their Walkmans in their ear, at least 10 or 15.
Walkman?
Yeah, and she'll be honest and admit that there was guys with the headphones, and Nicholas saw us see one of them. They had their Walkmans on, but it seemed like now I was her mission. That's all I'm saying.
Were you picking on the other people or just John?
Yes, we were.
Okay.
No, please.
So you got away with it the first half of the show.
Then the intermission, everyone in my section who said it was no problem me having it on said, please hold it up so we could watch. So like an idiot, I did, and then she caught me intermission while I was holding it up, then said, go in the lobby.
Okay.
So I went in the lobby and watched till the second act started. I sit down for the second act. I again, like...
No, actually, you went back to your seat a little earlier, decided to be comfortable and watch it in the house again.
well, the gong went off. That said to me that I had to get back in my seat. So I went...
The gong. What a sophisticated...
The gong goes off at 10 minutes before, as you so call it. It starts at 10 minutes.
Well, I don't know the exact time.
Sir,
well, I
the
told
gong
you.
has rung.
So then I went back to my seat. People all want to know the score.
You're such a pain in the ass.
Yes, he is.
He really is. You know, this poor broad is making $37 a shift, and she's just trying to do her job. Didn't people come to you and complain that some dude was watching TV?
Yeah.
No, that's a lie.
I believe it.
Howard.
Well, how could you...
That's why I asked how
I would complain.
Because everybody in front of me, behind me, and next to me before the show, so I asked them. And during the show...
Because they're not going to tell you no.
No, during the show, they kept saying, what's the score? What's the score? Nobody complained. Jackie, swear on your mother's life somebody complained to you.
They did.
Swear on your mother's life.
I did.
Swear on your mother's life somebody...
I swear on my mother's life.
Who complained to you?
What do you want, names and numbers?
No, because nobody did.
Was it more than one person?
More than one person. I'm sorry, my dear. Yes.
Why do you not believe that?
Because
I would
everybody
complain.
in my section was all...
You're there to see the producers. If you're not there to see the producers, leave.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Look at her, like she cares. And
she does.
No, she doesn't.
I like a woman, no matter what they pay her. She's into her job.
This is what she said to me. No, this is what she said to me. She goes, I don't care. If I stay later, I make time and a half.
Yes, I did.
There is a certain decorum that one conducts themselves with at a Broadway show.
And Howard knows.
It's the truth. My parents used to take me to Broadway shows when I was a little kid. And you sit there, number one, you don't kick the guy's seat in front of you.
Right.
You don't annoy the other patrons. You don't sit there and talk during the show, no matter what it is. Oh, look, there's Jerry Orbach. I mean, you don't sit there and comment. And you certainly don't bring a television set. I don't care what it is. You go to a bar like a man, and you shouldn't be watching the producers on World Series night anyway.
Really?
Well, let me ask something. Is all the interrupting to try to get John to turn off the TV more disruptive than letting John watch the TV?
Yes. Yes, it has to be.
Howard.
But yeah.
Listen, the pressure's on with a show like that because people have waited for months. And they don't want to hear any kind of no as an answer.
John only thinks of himself.
We're out there talking.
You got to understand something too. This woman now has to battle with John. And you know what? If Nathan Lane complains that there was a guy watching television, she's gone. Her lousy $37 a shift.
I was so high up, he wouldn't even know I was there.
Doesn't matter if people complain.
He would. You'll be surprised.
Oh, why? Is he a pain in the ass, Jackie?
Yeah.
Ooh, Nathan Lane's how?
Oh, stop it, John.
He notices all those things. He's a professional. He notices all those things.
Jackie, we're sitting out there and we're saying,
Jackie, there's a man with a TV.
Jackie! There is a man watching some sort of ball game.
Actors have stopped in the middle of performances and yelled at people.
He stops no matter what anyway.
And Jackie don't need to lose her job. You're just selfish.
Howard, we were just saying,
he's going to do it again.
Jackie makes $37 a shift, right? We're saying, probably after taxes, it's $30. Her cab right there is probably $10 round trip. So the fact that she actually takes the job serious is unbelievably admirable.
Right. Well, yeah, and please, I mean, John doesn't understand that when you go to a Broadway show, people have waited sometimes a year for these tickets.
Yeah.
Howard,
and they don't want some idiot.
I check with everyone around me.
There you go.
But never mind checking with everyone around you. You should check with somebody who works there.
Yeah, see? She's the only one with the problem. Howard, you know what? It's
a lie, John.
I know you want to take her side.
No.
Yes,
I don't want to take her side. I would be pissed if you were in the theater watching television while I paid $400 for a seat.
Howard, here's the facts.
I don't want a distraction. I don't want to be aggravated by you.
Here's the facts. I had my wife next to me.
Yeah.
The woman to my left said, please keep it on.
Yeah.
The people in front of me turn around, tell me the score.
That's annoying.
That's a whole disruption.
The guys behind me said, John, I'll tap you on the back as soon as she comes because I want you to keep it on.
I know with him too.
All of that going is annoying.
Everybody was fine.
I'm a guy
Jackie's the one who made it annoying.
You don't get it.
All right, whatever.
You don't understand that if I'm sitting there and all this commotion's going on with the guy tapping you and guys, John, what's the score? I'm not there to see you. It's always about you. It's like, love me, Daddy. Give me attention.
No, it's not. Watch the game. And let me ask you,
no, it isn't. Go to a bar and watch the game.
There was a guy 2 seats from me who had his TV on, too. She didn't bother him.
How do you know?
I did.
No,
Now you're involved with the guy 2 seats down. It's a whole involvement. I paid $400 friggin' bucks.
$100.
No, you don't know what anyone pays.
Howard, they were
there's a lot of people that get scalp tickets, and they want the ultimate experience.
Yeah,
when
of course.
They wouldn't be sitting up there.
The night I saw it, I paid $500.
Some people can't afford to be down on the front.
Yeah,
and they wait for these seats, and they wait all year, and here comes John with his big belly and his beers, and his game.
No beers and checking everyone around.
And you decided that it's okay for you to watch TV. You're crazy. You don't even know.
You're not even supposed to go to the theater and take attendance.
This screen is a 2x2 screen, and I had it in my lap. Nobody could, in my legs, in my crotch. Nobody could see it.
Go home.
Watch the game.
Right.
That's what you wanted to do.
I did.
All right, anyway. Dave Letterman,
Well, I was just going to say, John, I agree with Howard and Jackie. You really shouldn't do that stuff. You should save it maybe for, cats. That's about it.
Well, cats, you can do whatever you want. All right, hey, anyway, Jackie, thanks.
Hey, no problem.
Okay. That's Jackie the usher.
Always needs special attention.
Yeah. No one minded.
I asked everyone.
I asked everyone. I made an announcement.
And then he was tapping me for the scores, and she said, keep it on.
Yeah.
People really were interested in the game. It was New York.
Yes, Jillian. This is Jillian, John's assistant. John has an assistant.
What? Hey, Jillian.
Sweet girl.
Hey, what is it?
Hi, John.
Hi, Jillian.
I have to call in at this point. John, I love you. It is a joy working for you. You are the most inappropriate person on the planet.
It's just obnoxious.
And he's raising children. There are going to be more inappropriate people in the
believe me, they're already on their way.
Jillian's the godmother of my kids.
You know how many calls I made to get these tickets, how hard I worked?
Of course. All right, Jillian, go ahead. It doesn't even need to be said, but thank you for saying it to him.
It's ridiculous. And I call him the next day to hear how it goes. All I hear is he gets in trouble about Yankee tickets and that his seats were so bad he was practically in the broom closet.
It's all about him. Thank God he wasn't down in good seats with that stupid camera or whatever.
So inappropriate. TV. The tickets were got months ago. Nobody had any idea about the Yankees. Show a little class, John.
All right. Thank you, Jillian.
Bye, guys.
Mark Wahlberg is the host of Temptation Island. Wow. Temptation Island this season is going to be called Temptation Island 2.
Yeah, Casey. What do
you want to say, Casey?
I don't know. Is anyone as confused as I am? How does John have an assistant?
I know.
Me too.
Excuse me. How does John have an assistant? How does John have a home on Long Island, an apartment in Manhattan, a full-time nanny?
A nanny,
Two cars, and he tells me the nanny is wonderful.
Johnny, he's the mafia.
The guy's like Rockefeller.
Nanny, I met the nanny. She's great.
He's in the mafia.
A devoted wife. How does he have any of that?
I have the best wife in the world.
You got it all, pal.
He's got something going on. I don't know what it is.
There's nothing going on.
Magic.
I work hard. That's what it's all it is.
I thought Fran Drescher's show was canceled. What do you mean, nanny?
What are you talking about, Dave?
You guys are talking about all these tickets prices and stuff, but I want to tell you something. I'd pay $400 to watch Oprah sit on a fire hydrant, to douche.
To what?
Watch Oprah sit on a fire hydrant to douche.
Douche?
People put out good money. You know what I'm saying? Let them watch the play, John.
Don't bring a TV to that either.
Don't bring a TV in there.
Dave Letterman, you're doing better since the World Trade Center disaster. Your ratings have gone up. What is it you want to say here? Here's where you can really unload.
Well, let me ask you something. Are you friends with Sarah Jessica Parker?
I've met the woman. I wouldn't say I was a friend of hers.
She's got such a horse face. I heard that her gynecologist is actually a veterinarian.
Oh.
Really?
She's so ugly that she had to, they want to move Halloween to her birthday. She doesn't look in mirrors because she keeps, getting glass in her eyes.
Wow.
Could Matthew Broderick really be good in bed? I mean, he seems like, I don't want to say what he seems.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I can't imagine he can really satisfy her. And she's got a smoking kick-ass body.
And she's got to be an animal in bed.
Yeah, and she's got to be horny.
Yeah, she used to be with Robert Downey Jr.
There you go.
Wow. And he seems a little bit on the femme side. Is that okay to say?
That's okay to say, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's
not a homosexual, but he seems very effeminate.
So does Robert Downey Jr., too, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's true, too.
You see him in The Producers, and it's like...
Man, who wouldn't like to bang Sarah Jessica Parker with that, with that body? That's a good body, man.
Maybe she can't take a real man.
Maybe she can't. Maybe it hurts too much. She'll be all bow-legged.
And there's a weird pattern for Matthew Broderick's parts, because what's the manliest part he's ever been in? He's in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He wore the towel and danced around. He was in the movie where Harvey Firestein bit and licked his ears and stuff. He does weird movies.
Yeah, that's true.
And he dances real well.
Nobody's taking him for an action.
I know, he does, musical theater.
Yeah, when I think about Sarah Jessica Parker, I think, she must have, a huge dildo collection, because she can't be getting it that good. Dave, go ahead, though. You wanted to say something else.
I just want to say that, I heard that Pam Anderson is pregnant. I could have been the father, but the line was too long, and I heard she loves oral so much she got, she coughs DNA.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you something,
More nuts
Dave.
in her mouth than a squirrel before a winter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Dave, let me tell you something. I'm glad
Most girls do 69. Pam does 71, but she makes them all wear a condom.
Hey, Dave, let me tell you something. I'm glad you brought up the name Pam Anderson, because the man who really is dating her, and she's not loose like you might think, Kid Rock, is going to be here tomorrow to talk about what it's like to bang Pam Anderson.
And if she was really pregnant or not.
And what it's like to really, really seduce the hottest woman on the planet.
You know, we have to ask him. Mike Walker did a story a couple of weeks ago that he talked her into putting on the Baywatch outfit and dancing around for him. And then he bragged to all his friends.
I think Pam would do that.
Yeah, I would do that with her. I wouldn't even think to do that with her. That's how sad I am.